Well, today I've come into the centre of Sydney. I've come to do, or start, the Great North Walk. And this marker behind me is where all measurements from Sydney are taken. So I'm just behind Circular Quay, about to get on a ferry and head to Woolwich. Just behind me is whatever's called Canopy Fountain, but there doesn't seem to be a fountain anymore. It's the canopy, but no fountain. Right, so now I'm walking off down towards Circular Quay, where I'll get the ferry across Sydney Harbour and then start the walk proper from there. So when you go in looking for a ferry destination and you've got a 20-year-old map, the wharf has changed its name from Valentina Street to the Woolwich Wharf. Anyway, let's get the ferry. So I'm on my way across the harbour on the ferry. Should be there in about, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes to Woolwich, which is in Hunters Hill. And there my walk will begin. But it's a great way to start a walk because it's an incredible harbour. Well, this is us. Off I get. My walk starts now. Thank you. Okay, well, now I've just got to work out where to go. Right, well, for the moment, it just looks like we head up through suburbia. All the lovely little suburban streets of Hunters Hill. See if we can find some points of interest along the way which will entertain us. Well, I've just come to the first point of interest and it's called the Goat Paddock. Let's find out why it's called the Goat Paddock. So I seem to come down to this area, which is Woolwich Dock, and it down this part's called the Horse Paddock because you have horses here. But over here behind me is Woolwich Dock, which used to be a big industrial complex until about 1958. Now it services more pleasure craft, I would assume. So that was the old Woolwich Docks. It was saved by the local residents from being sold off and developed around about 2000. Quite sure you'll agree it looks a lot better in a bit of a parkland than in a block of apartments or something like that. Well, that's a good sign. Well, that part of the walk just took me down through past some very nice waterfront homes. Got a little bit lost because I couldn't find the markers for the walk, but back on track now. Getting uphill. That there is a Gallipoli lone pine. was planted in 2015 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the landing at Gallipoli in World War I. Well, at last we seem to be off the roads of Hunters Hill and Woolwich and into a bit of saltmarsh swamp or mangroves. So looking a little bit prettier and a little bit quieter. Well, I must be going the right way. There's a sign here saying Great North Walk. At the moment, and just walking through the old Fairyland leisure place. People used to come here and have dances and go rowing on boats and things like that. It was active up until the 60s, I think it was, and then it finally closed down, and it's now been incorporated into the Lane Cove National Park. So it's all been returned to its natural state of bush, and it's all regenerating. Well, on to the last leg of the walk now, at Brown's Waterhole, so just about home, not far to go now at all. It's a bloody sight further than I imagined it would be, and it was damn hot, so drank a lot of water, and I'll be looking forward to something a little bit stronger maybe when I get home. Well, that's it, knocked it off, Sydney to Epping. I don't think I'll be doing it for a very long time. It's hot, sweaty, thirsty, and I'm dying for a drink right now. Anyway, knocked the bastard off, so have a good night, because I sure will.